Hello. Angie Botini Sales, class of 1990, Phi Kappa Pi Clio sorority, is being recognized today for her many contributions to Geneseo, Greek life, and her community. Angie earned her bachelor's degree in communications from Geneseo in 1990 and a master's degree in elementary education from the Lemoyne College in 2003. She has worked for the Oneida City School District as a 5th grade teacher since 2003. Sorry. Angie's Greek leadership began in the fall of 1989 when she was elected and served as Inter-Sorority Council President. It was during the same time frame that the Alpha Clionian Corporation was reorganized, and Angie played an active role in the process. Angie continued to serve on the corporation until last year. At the time of her resignation, Angie had been serving as newsletter chairperson. In an anonymous nomination, a Clio sister wrote the following: Angie is a very active and involved Clio alumnus. She was a former member of the Alpha Clionian Corporation, which handles alumni and active matters. She was the newsletter chairperson, and she was therefore responsible for putting together a newsletter every semester to go out to all alumni sisters. This is a time-consuming process, and she was always very dedicated to her position on the corporation. Aside from that position, she was always actively involved in meetings and decision-making processes for alumni and actives. Angie now serves on the Alpha Clionian Endowed Scholarship Committee, and when volunteers were needed to help with the 140th, she was very eager to assist. Angie's services to others doesn't end with her sorority. As the proud mother of 3 sons, Stephen, Andrew, and Joseph, she serves as den mother and treasurer to her children's Cub Scout pack, as a volunteer for Pop Warner and Little League, and as a board member for the Knee High to Knowledge preschool. And now Pam and Heidi would like to say a few words regarding Angie.
We love Angie, but we also love our cute Heather Ayersman, who did not have much of an audience when she got inducted a few years ago, so we just wanted to give a little Clio shout out to Heather.
When I first heard Angie was being inducted into the Hall of Fame, my first thought was somebody definitely knew what they were doing. There is no one who deserves it more than our Ange. Well, okay, maybe Francine. I first met Angie on the stairway of Steuben Hall. It was no different than when Angie meets anyone else new. She asked me a million questions, knew 22 people from my hometown, and wanted to hang out. We talked a while, and I knew it was the beginning of great friendship. We've been friends, roommates, and sisters ever since. When we rushed together, Angie had pressure from other sororities, 2 in particular, who really wanted her. Angie always knew she wanted Clio. The day we got our bids was one of the happiest days of our 4 years at Geneseo. We pledged... We pledged with 13 amazing girls. Flora, Linda, Kelly, Danielle, Jackie, Carrie, Joe, Hallett, Mondo, Karen, Corinne, Monica, Heidi, and the beautiful Jennifer Gallo D'Amico. Now it's gonna get funny. Not sure everyone is aware of this, but Angie was not exactly your stellar pledge. And since this is her special day, I'll just leave it at that. But the 3 years we were Clios at Geneseo, Angie cherished Clio more than anything. She was an amazing housemate, mom, daughter, sister, and true friend. I know Dar and so many others sitting here today can attest to that. When I was thinking about what I would say today, I was trying to figure out what sets Angie apart. First is that Angie would do anything for this sorority. She proved that as an active sister, and even more so as a Clio alumni. The second thing is that Angie was truly the Kevin Bacon of Greek life at Geneseo. Everyone knows Angie, and everyone loves Angie. Even last night, it took us 45 minutes to get down Main Street. There is always 6 degrees of separation wherever she goes. I've never seen anything like it. She was president of ISC. I was so proud of her. We were all so proud to call her our own. She represented us perfectly. She loves people, she loves her friends, and she is truly one of a kind. I would like to end by telling you about the Angie I know today. She is married to a great guy who absolutely adores her. She has 3 amazing boys, Stephen, Andrew, and Joey. They are so kind, smart, and handsome. She's a great mom. Angie is also a 5th grade teacher. She's one of those teachers that everyone wants their child to have. She cares with her whole heart, and her students know it. To the actives here today, I hope you will always cherish and hold dear the friendships you have made in Clio. I left Geneseo 22 years ago, and I can truly say my best friends are here with me this weekend. And congratulations, we're proud of you and we love you.
Aww.
Out of here after all that. I'm sorry we took so long, but I did want to say a few things. The first thing, I want to thank the president of the college and Tracy in the alumni office for allowing the Greek life to continue at Geneseo. I know that there were some years that it was questionable, and I think that the current Greek organizations have proved that they belong here and they're an active part of community here. And I think as alumni, our connection is so strong to our sororities and fraternities and has then made us feel so strongly about Geneseo, so thank you for that. And I also want to thank some other people. I sound like a Grammy here, but back when I was in sorority, there were some very important people that wanted to make sure that Clio went on forever and ever. And they decided to recreate the Clio Corporation, and those people were Michelle Wilk, Tricia Kivlihan, Nancy Chappett, and Francine Alabadoti. And following in their footsteps, Cindy Tassone, Janice DeBoer, Heather Johnson, Kristen Johansson, and now the current girls have made sure that that has continued. I also want to say there are some important people that aren't here today that have been a huge part of Clio. As Pam mentioned, our very own pledge sister, who was probably the darkest day of our college life, Jennifer Geyer DeVico, and more recently, Liz O'Donnell, who was a couple years ahead of me, but I know is very dear to most of the girls here. And Susan Kurz, who was the class of '62, who was the one that got me involved in the very important Clio scholarship endowment, who just passed away a few weeks ago. I also wanted to, they mentioned Heather, that I feel honored to follow in her footsteps as a Greek Hall of Fame inductee, as I thought she was a perfect choice for it, not me. And the last thing I want to say is my Clio sisters are still my very best friends, and we have been through everything together, from babies and husbands and weddings and job changes, and I'm so grateful that 22 years later I can still call them my very best friends. So thank you.